Meanwhile, Isaac Del Toro shakes out his hands. He can't be cold, surely, Brian. He's been gripping the bars too tightly. Has he got hand cramp?
They do have really aggressive positions on the bike, and you can see a lot of riders in long stages where they've been, you know, under a lot of pressure, kind of shake the hands out. It's just the pressure on the some parts of the hand that does that. It's because they've been sitting in that kind of unnatural position, trying to get as kind of aero as you can.
And this man's trying exactly that. So he's dealt with that climb. He comes downhill now. Follow the motorcycles, why don't you? He's got a minute to kill off the next 5 kilometers without losing that gap. He's going to take a right-hander at the bottom here by the trees, and then the climb will start properly. He's done a great job of being out here on his own, Brian. When he decided to go solo, it was the right thing to do. But I think he would have liked just 1 or 2 for company. He didn't get it.
If he had, like you say, 1 or 2 riders, that would have made a huge amount of difference. They probably started the climb with 2 minutes instead of kind of the 1 minute at the moment. But, you know, Ethan Hayter is at the front. He was at the front the last time up here, and, you know, he was puffing and blowing when he get dropped, got himself back and having to do yet another job here. I do think that Stormite has got a good chance of kind of staying away for this this kind of Tissot sprint and getting himself that watch as a memento of his strong performance today, as well as possibly the kind of tea-coloured numbers for tomorrow's time trial. So he has kind of shown us what he can do, and that's all you can ask. Just got himself in the breakaway, which wasn't easy to do, because when you list the original breakaway riders, Carlton, there's a lot of top riders in there, some really good climbers. This man's a kind of growing talent, and, you know, he's shown us what we can do. Don't think he'll get the stage win today. I think it'll come down to another Yates-Almeida battle, but it looks as if Innis Grenadiers are setting the tempo, but they need to increase it considerably, because you have to say over the next over the last few kilometres, Stormite has kind of held them at bay.
Decathlon coming to join the front. They had Perry Pantra up the road. I'm just wondering from where else they might actually garner an attack. I think it's possibly down to Perry Pantra again. Felix Gall has not had to do too much work, so it could be him. He knows how to stamp on the pedals in situations such as this. 8.8 kilometres, and still they battle in to the twists and curves. Here he is. So after all that climbing, let's start the climb. There it is, right. He's now climbing for home.
Yeah, he is, and you know, a quick glance to the right-hand side. You have to say he's, I think at this level, World Tour, he has kind of come of age. I listed some of the events, the kind of development races that he's ridden well in. Second in Lavinia, you know, winning the Baby Giro last year. He's such a good rider, but showing the world now how good he really is. It wasn't easy at all. A lot of good riders in that original breakaway of 8. He was the one that kind of pushed on, and no one else went with him, which is a bit of a shame, because they stood a bit of a chance. But the winner's going to come from this peloton now. Who it's going to be, arguably, can anybody break the back of, you know, the UAE team domination? I don't think they can.
Steve's part of this climb is actually just before the finish line, where it evens up just a little bit. So he's got a big task on his hands. And Ethan Hayter back on the nose, doing a decent job for his team. It'll be Tom Pidcock, or potentially, of course, Egan Bernal. Looks like it's going to be Bernal at the end today. Damiano Caruso just heading backwards, I'm afraid, off this group, and there'll be a bit more attrition as it starts to get busy on the front. There's a big chance here for somebody to make a steal for the stage win. I'm wondering if Shelmores has got the kick to do it. It's not really one to beat the likes of Almeida. Water, water, give me water, he says. I think he was expecting neutral water, finally gets some, and it's Trek that hands it over. Thank you very much. That's nice. Nobody likes to see anyone struggling with thirst, no matter what the circumstance. Here comes Zelenko. Well, we always said he warms up when it comes to the Tour de France. He loves to put his nose in the wind, whether he's working for himself or indeed Harold Lopez today is anybody's guess. But the Kazakhstan champion is bouncing here, and Ethan Hayter calls it time, possibly for the last time today, I'd have thought, Brian. He's done this on a couple of occasions and got back in to help out once more. He's been amazing.
He has. I think Lysenko just kind of looking after his teammate there, because I think he's on his last legs. But I think we said it at the time that great job done by Ethan Hayter. Let's hope that Innis Grenadiers gets something out the stage with the amount of work, but it doesn't guarantee anything with the amount of work he put in. And you know, we have got arguably two of the top kind of climbers, stage racers in the world, but Innis Grenadiers have got Rivera on the front, then they've got Bernal and Pidcock. They clearly want to get something out this stage today. It's not a given. Still a sizable group. They're riding a little bit steadier this time than they were the last time, but still riders getting dropped.
They are, and some decent names as well. I must say, we've been surprised at how some of them have gone so strongly. Kung, one of those, most certainly, today. Meanwhile, the strength being displayed on the front of the peloton. They head over towards the concrete wall here, and still bouncing and looking. This is Lutsenko towards the middle of the road, trying to look after Harold Lopez, who was up the road earlier on today. So I thought he may well have been a little tired, quite frankly. And no surprise, here's Julien Bernal, one of the big guys. Off the back, 38 seconds now to this man, 7.4. He's not going to get a watch, Brian.
I think he is. I think he'll hang on. A couple of kilometres. I think he'll hang on.
Well, he's going for Tommy Vogler's Invisible Ice Cream here.
It's a gurning
a bit of sauce. Yeah. 35 seconds only for Johannes Staumiter. There's no doubt where the competitivity award is going today. It has to be upon him. And so he'll have the tea-coloured numbers for tomorrow. It's a bit like a boxer coming out having for the final round, knowing that they've lost all of the rounds in advance. This is a great character building moment for him. He's pushing on despite the fact he must know it's doomed.
Of
Phenomenal.
course it is, and only a knockout will win them in the fight, and I don't think he's going to provide this knockout today, because the gurning competition he was having with himself there, it shows that he's putting everything into that. And it's just a shame that Innis Grenadiers decided to chase last time by on this climb. They want to get something, and you can't argue with that they are trying to do what they set out to do, while Staumiter, I think that whole group, it would be nice to have seen them maybe try and battle out the victory here. And I think it shows us that if Innis Grenadiers hadn't come up the last time on this circuit and brought the gap down, I think that gap would have grown a little bit, and I think the breakaway would have had their day. And I think Staumiter could have been that stage winner, but unfortunately you never know what other teams are going to do, and Innis Grenadiers have changed the kind of outcome of this stage.
Here he is, bless him. Staumiter allowing himself a look back. Well, that can always be heartbreaking, and he issued an oath there. No surprise. On a straight road like this, he'll have sight of them, and likewise the hounds of him. He's going to get chased down. He's still got 2Ks to go. He's still holding half a minute, and this is the impact of the base he's setting. Rui Costa back here, former world champion. It's been a tough race, Brian. Tough today too.
It has. It's kind of the last stage for many of the riders, apart from the GC guys, because we've got that time trial tomorrow. So with that kind of mentality, just kind of throw it all in. But we started with a full complement this morning, and this is what's left, and even that swelled in numbers on the descent, kind of doubled in size again. But yeah, there's more numbers here than probably was the last time up here, a little bit more steadier on this climb, but maybe not for this guy. He's gone through 1,000 deaths.
He is. and much appreciated by us all, to be honest. I love this kind of fortitude in this game, you know, it's proper sport, isn't it? Phenomenal. Soudal-QuickStep turning himself absolutely inside out for what? For the honour of being able to do it, quite frankly. 23 seconds, he's not going to get the watch. Whoever wins it should hand it over to him, to be honest. Still got a couple of kilometres to go, and I cannot see, because the pace, the tempo is now being set to try and diminish the peloton behind. Haven't seen hide nor hair of Adam Yates for a little while. 1 kilometre now to go, almost dangling like a prize in front of him here. For the first element of the Tissot sprint, he's got to cross the second element of it, Brian, to get the watch.
Yeah, of course he has to cross, but it really depends on who gets the most points. And if it's equal on points, it's the second sprint that counts the most. So even if he wins this one, if someone else wins the second one, unfortunately he doesn't get it. So what he's trying to do is win this one and hopefully win the next one, and he's got 20 seconds to do it, and he's got 1.5 kilometres to just dig that a little bit deeper to try and win this competition.
I hope he gets there. I know it's a modest prize, but you know, the riders have freely admitted. There's Lutsenko. He's done his job on behalf of his teammate Harold Lopez. Just to the side of the roads, Astana Kazakhstan team, of course, which contains Sir Mark Cavendish, who has been knighted in the King's Birthday Honours, and will be there'll be an investiture ceremony later on in the year where he'll get him and Peter will indeed go to the palace.
I think the whole gang will go.
Yeah, dressed up in their togs. There'll be lots of photos, a few tears, I imagine, as well, which would be fantastic. I wonder if Sir Brad will turn up as well to share the moment. 12 seconds. Heartbreak. Oh dear. It's all about time, and it's running out for him, Brian.
Unfortunately it is. I'm just kind of hoping, but as we see it kind of strung out a little bit in the group behind, it's, you know, there's no quarter given. Everybody's intent and, you know, racing for the final prize of the day, and that's that stage win, irrelevant of any kind of sprints competition.
Perry-Peintre, well, he's just going to leave it to the gym later on to work on that six-pack. Looks like a collection of quail's eggs, I imagine. He's an extraordinarily slight man, but generates phenomenal power. Love watching him. Meanwhile, this man, the spirit of Tommy Voeckler lives on. Soudal-QuickStep, I'm afraid, with a handful of seconds, and he's going to get through the first of these, but the cruelty of this game. He gets through this one. He then has to hold on. Is it 1,500 meters for the second element of it? And it looks like the man who's on the nose driving them on at the moment. Is it Tom Pidcock who's doing the driving now?
No, Rivera.
He's
going to do between the first one, which he's just gone through. There's 800 meters, so a bit less than there is in the other sprints. And
he might get it.
I think he's almost there. So the first one done, but it's been no easy task.
There's the bonus sprint one. Oh, come on, Johannes. This is amazing. He's got to push on the motorcycle.
Here we go.
Oh, there we are. Pushed on for it.
2 seconds taken by Bernal. So Bernal was interested in taking a couple of seconds there, because not only is there a watch up for grabs, it's 3, 2 and 1 seconds. No one else interested. And Bernal thought, well, I'll take them if no one else is.
Yeah, if they're on the floor, pick it up. Why not? Meanwhile, Jesus Sorada. Yes, no salvation there. Not today. Jan Christen, who was so busy at the beginning of the day as well. I think if Jan Christen had managed to stay with Johannes Soudal-QuickStep, there could have been an option. But with this close at hand, it's going to have to come down between a battle, we think, between João Almeida and Adam Yates. Well, nobody has the heart to kill him. I think, at this point, to finish him off before he gets there.
I think he's trying to do it to himself.
He is, as it stands. He knows he can do this now without a change of pace behind. It's absolutely relentless. Good work by these guys. Rivera. Well, I'm wondering if Tom Pidcock might have an option today, you know. He's looking sprightly. How tired are UAE Team Emirates? Every time that Adam Yates comes to the fore, it doesn't look even like his mouth breathing. It's also hewn out of granite, and he just tempos away. I didn't quite get away from João Almeida yesterday, whose never say die style is just wonderful. Just when you think everything is gone, it's a forlorn hope, he picks it back up and does a job.
Here we go. First attack of the day. Just in front of the peloton.
Let's have a look. And it's happening, yeah. Is it
decathlon?
Yeah, decathlon doing the job. Felix Gal trying.
Riccatello.
Perry Panther has gone backwards, and no chase on just for now. Here we are, 11 seconds, 9 seconds. It's almost pedal stroke by pedal stroke. Nobody else. Adam Yates now just drifting up. Haven't seen him for quite some time. Ben Tullett and Wilco Kelderman still part of this group as well. Ineos Grenadiers not closing down just for now. And he's done it. He's got himself a watch. Chapeau, Johannes Staal-Mittet. He crosses the second sprint point within the Tissot sprint and guarantees himself a watch. How nice is that to be able to say? Camera zigzagging all over the mountain here, and it's time for a pickup. And it looks like Pidcock is going to be the chosen son today. He's going to drift off and start to charge into this gap for Ineos Grenadiers. Staal-Mittet gets wound in. Who's got what left now, Brian?
Well, that's the thing. Bernal just taking another 1 second there. So he's taken 3 seconds. So he's just nipped by Rivera to take that 1 second for third in that second sprint. Nice to see Felix Gal eventually showing what you can do. He did this in the Tour de France last year, didn't he, to win that stage.
Yep.
He's been quite quiet. And in all honesty, he said to us a few days ago that he wasn't quite the same form as he was this time last year. But finishing the Tour de Suisse well, I think, is big motivation going into, you know, his second Tour de France. But yeah, you would think that the work that Ineos Grenadiers have done, that, you know, they really want to kind of win the stage, but it looks like they have to do a little bit more hard work now, because Felix Gal has got a significant gap here.
He has. Felix Gal's had a good race, actually. 3 top 10s into the Gotthard Pass up to Carry, and yesterday on Blatten. So yeah, he can do it. Took stage, of course, of this race last year. Let's just remind ourselves where it was. It was the Lokerbad stage. I think that was the Queen stage last year, and he won that ahead of Remco Evenepoel and Shelmos. So he's no slouch, and he's got 16 seconds already. Well, here we are. Tom Pidcock still can't decide whether to have a dig just yet. He's still being guided. 17 seconds, is that bridgeable? To this man, Felix Gal, who's off and up the road. Not of urgent concern to UAE Team Emirates, I wouldn't have thought. Good ride from Felix Gal. Has he timed this right, Brian?
I think he has. He's been quiet, hasn't he, the whole race? I think everybody has. It's just a case of just following Ineos Grenadiers and UAE Team Emirates. And the good thing about it is he's coming good. Earlier on, like you say, he would rather have possibly better results, maybe a bit further up than 4 minutes.
Ha! Almeida says, see ya. Now, what can Adam Yates do about this? And believe me, he'll want to. It's his teammate, yes, but they are 1 and 2 in the standings. And here comes Adam Yates. Tucks in right now, tries to get a slingshot to come around. And Almeida makes his first move within the team of UAE Team Emirates. He's carrying that black points jersey on behalf of Adam Yates. There's a time trial to come tomorrow. The favourite for that of the two of them will be João Almeida. But let us wait and see how it pans out. This is Brandon Smith-Rivera. Tom Pidcock's just decided to round out and have a look-see as well. 12 seconds to Felix Gall, but Almeida, that was a statement, Brian, and Adam Yates drifts over to the other side of the road. Now Almeida tucking in here. Adam Yates wants a good bit of vision. Doesn't get perhaps everything he wanted out of it, but gets back in on that chasing trio at the moment. So he's doing a teammate's job just for now, saying it's all right, I'm just tow roping here. Almeida wants to beat Yates. That is a certainty, Brian.
And I think it was a look there that says, come on, we'll go, because Almeida went there and Yates never reacted straight away. He waited till someone else did. He did what Almeida did the other day, waiting for someone else to go, and it was Riccitello. Kelderman went across, and now they're kind of joined up. But yet again, Adam Yates out the saddle, possibly big ring again. That seems to be his style, but I think Almeida, Yates, it won't be long until the two of them are together. But good for Riccitello. He needs 18 seconds to leapfrog Skelmos in the white jersey competition, so good to see him up here.
He is here, and he means business as well. But look how relaxed both Adam Yates here and Almeida look. No disrespect to Wilco Kelderman, but the two from UAE Team Emirates are the big pistons in this four-cylinder unit that we've got at the moment.
You get Oscar Onley just coming across, or trying to, with Pidcock in the wheel, but I tell you, with that acceleration, passing the fan club of João Almeida, Felix Gall is doing a strong ride here. They're not bringing them back that quickly.
2 kilometres to go. Steepest part of it about to happen. Almeida's, the Portuguese fans out in force, and he's pacing this, but is he going to slingshot Riccitello into a famous victory here? Let's see. Riccitello's on his wheel, just grimacing ever so slightly. Adam Yates will follow Riccitello if he goes for it. Riccitello has a look back into the eyes of Adam Yates, who's bouncing there handily. And it'll be a fair sprint between Almeida and Adam Yates if they do go for it. Let's see. They're just about to tag Felix Gall. Motorcycle just peels out of the gap, and we've dropped one. And it's Kelderman, I'm afraid, who's just off the back here. Adam Yates stays on the back wheel of Riccitello, and they're just about to get back here to Felix Gall. They'll sail through on the inside of him, I believe. Let's have a look. And Adam Yates just goes to the centre of the road. He's going to go and get onto the back wheel of Gall. As he know, he goes for it. Almeida will drift over, and Riccitello will also follow the trio. This is going to be your 1, 2, 3. Nobody else is going to be able to bridge this, surely. And away they go, and it's Adam Yates who's making a big statement. Almeida on his back wheel. I reckon they'll probably finish like that, and then it's just down to the time trial tomorrow, where Almeida will be favourite to take the yellow jersey off Adam Yates' shoulders. Riccitello doing a fantastic job, Brian, but now he's on his own. No draft help at all. He might get tagged.
Yeah, he has to kind of dig in now over the next 1.5 kilometres if he wants that. He needs 19 seconds. He's 18 seconds behind the white jersey at the moment, and you have to say he was the last to be able to smell Yates and Almeida, but it's no real surprise that it's again these two at the front, and it'll just be a kind of drag race. I just can't understand Yates here. The last few days it's been big ring out the saddle the whole way here.
A remarkable athlete, absolutely towards the top of his game at the moment. Riccitello is out of the saddle. He's trying his level best to just keep in touch with this. Yates leading Almeida. Almeida may well mug him at the last. Let's wait and see. There's Riccitello. This is Kelderman coming back. Don't be surprised if Kelderman does get over to Riccitello. He needs to just keep his head down and keep going. Phenomenal. What kind of backup is Tadej Pogačar going to have when it comes to the Tour? Well, you're looking at them right now. Super strong. You dare even think of a UAE podium lockout, Brian, for the Tour?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Why not?
But you know, it's super to have the likes of Almeida and Yates on this sort of form. It's just,
they're talking.
Yeah, 1 kilometre to go. It was inevitable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know the Danish Grenadiers put a lot of effort in today. They're going to come away with relatively nothing. for the effort they put in. But we always said it was kind of paving the way for another 1-2.
Riccitello has got Wilco Kelderman closing in on him. I'm actually wondering whether it wouldn't be wise for Riccitello to kind of wait for him and then try and have another go, but Kelderman would probably take him in the sprint. That's the problem for Riccitello. Right now, Adam Yates and João Almeida, his teammate, the leader's yellow jersey and indeed the points jersey, locked together here. Both jerseys owned by Adam Yates. One suspects that this might be a stage win for Adam and then the entire thing for Almeida in the time trial tomorrow. But strange things can happen there. You can't take anything for granted. So will they race each other, Brian? That's the question. And can Riccitello hold on for third place?
Well, we've seen this the other day there. When was it yesterday? Then when Almeida just came to the front and put the pressure on, and Yates couldn't follow. So 500 metres to go, and I think it will just be a case of Adam Yates will just kind of wind this one up if Almeida can stay here. Of course, you know, both of them want to win, but is it a case of they've already had an agreement with that chat? Are they just going to race it? We'll have to kind of wait for this. But the big interest for me is Riccitello here. If he can hold on to third place, get that 4-second bonus, and you know, finish 15 seconds in front of the group behind, then he stands a good chance of having that white jersey.
Kelderman, I fear, is going to take him on this corner. Let's see. As for now, this looks like honours even between this pair. Adam Yates just picks it up right now. Almeida stays with him. They are going to sprint it to the line. Are they going to race each other? And Almeida comes around side by side. There you go. Teammates par excellence. And they're still arguing. After you, my friend. There you go. Yates takes it ahead of Almeida. Almeida surely is going to win the entire thing. We've missed Riccitello. Is he going to make it home in third place? Riccitello, with 25 minutes to go, is just about going to throw it across the line. Oh, what an effort.
That is on the case now.
He is, so trying to get through and close that gap.
Jersey.
Just, goodness me. Brian, what a competition the young riders' jersey has turned out to be as well. Skelmo's coming home at 18 seconds. Riccitello just crossing the line. Felix Gall also in the frame up front here. What a great day's racing.
It was a little bit strange from Ineos Grenadiers, you know, to see what they were trying to achieve. I thought it would be for Pidcock to do it going the descent. He never managed to break away, but yeah, in the end, a bit of deja vu, didn't we? And I think we had an agreement there. I think there will now be, what, there was 27 seconds at the start of the day, now 31 seconds. It's still doable for both. I'm sure that Adam Yates would have liked to have a gap of, you know, round about a minute, but it's still winnable for both of these athletes, and they've shown this week that they've been on super form.
Well, that was a grind, wasn't it? I mean, we talk about slow motion bicycle race. It kind of felt like that almost through the day. We were just waiting to see what might happen just on that last climb before the big descent that would bring us home here. And I'm afraid Ineos Grenadiers were not able to offer up the sort of impact that they were dreaming of. Congratulations to Mathieu Riccitello for holding on, but also chapeau to Skelmos, battling for that young rider's jersey to come home in 5th place behind Wilco Kelderman. Egan Bernal, the best of Ineos Grenadiers, finishing in 6th place, I believe. We'll get confirmation on all of that because I didn't see him. I must admit I was...
Yeah, he finished 6th.
Looking down.
He finished with Skelmos and Oscar Onley and Pidcock.
Hello to the pooch. Adam Yates wins another one, Brian, but he hasn't won this race yet.
No, but I think looking at it, it's going to be a close call tomorrow. 31 seconds, I think, between both of them now. So it's anyone's win, I think, between Almeida and Yates. But they sorted it out come the end. Good job by UAE Team Emirates yet again. It looked easy for Almeida and Yates in that finish there, and you know, they've got the picture that they wanted.
Joe Carroll from Leeds has dialed in on X, and he said, I've never seen anyone, I've never been so happy to see somebody win a watch. Early on today with Stal Mittet winning the Tissot sprint. There we are. There's the warmth between the teammates. Great team, and here in dominant form. So Adam Yates it is that takes the stage just ahead of Almeida, 10 bonus seconds, and then it's down to the time trial tomorrow. How nice is that?
They got the picture.
They did.
It's just Almeida forgot to zip up his top.
He's looking to do it now quickly.
Yeah, quick, 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 quick. There you go.
Where is it? How long have we dwelt on a zipping jersey in the past? Tomorrow is time trial time to decide our winner. That's how the Tour de France is going to end this year as well. Let us see. Credit to this man, Mathieu Riccitello. That was a fine result, Brian.
It was, when you consider right at the start of this race they were talking about Stevie Williams and George Bennett and Riccitello as the kind of three riders are looking at. He's in esteemed company here, and we were talking about Ston Mite, what a job he's done, but you have to say Mathieu Riccitello has kind of stepped up in the Tour de Suisse as well.
Very much. There it is. Adam Yates takes it out of João Almeida. Matt Riccitello in third place ahead of Kelderman, Shelmos, that's your top five. Egan Bernalholm sixth ahead of Oscar Onley. Tom Pidcock, Felix Gall and Enric Mas.